Over 8 billion cans of Spam have been sold worldwide since its inception, equivalent to 3 cans sold every second. This staggering number has transformed this small canned meat product into a global phenomenon. But what makes Spam so special? Why is it cherished from battlefields to family dinner tables? Spam, a food both strange and familiar, carries a compelling story of innovation, advanced production technology, and a cultural journey across continents. Welcome to Mason Production. Today, let's explore the story behind the famous Spam and the reasons why it has conquered the world. Spam wasn't born out of chance. In the 1930s, the United States faced economic hardships due to the Great Depression. In Minnesota, came up with the idea of creating an affordable, long-lasting, and convenient canned meat product. The brain behind this idea was J. Hormel, a bold and creative innovator. J. Hormel realized that pork shoulder, a part of the pig often discarded, could serve as the main ingredient for a brand new product. After years of research and experimentation, Spam officially debuted in 1937 with a simple recipe of 6 ingredients: pork shoulder, ham, salt, water, potato starch, and sodium nitrite. What's interesting is that the name Spam was chosen through a contest, with the winner receiving a modest $100, a small sum compared to the global influence of this name today. If not for World War II, Spam might have remained just another canned meat product. But the war changed everything. At the time, the US military needed food that was easy to preserve, high in energy, and suitable for harsh conditions. Spam became the perfect solution, with millions of cans sent to the front lines. Over 150 million pounds of Spam were supplied to American soldiers during the war. Spam wasn't just food, it was survival. The grease from Spam was used to lubricate weapons, waterproof boots, and even as fuel for lamps in dire situations. Spam also followed American troops to countries like Hawaii, Guam, and South Korea. From there, Spam began its global journey, becoming a crucial part of the culinary and cultural identity of many nations. So, do you feel proud to know that this famous Spam dish originated in America and has spread all over the world? Leave your thoughts below this video. Have you ever wondered how a small can of Spam can last for years while maintaining its quality? The secret lies in a modern, sophisticated, and highly precise production process. At the company's plants in Austin, Minnesota, and Dubuque, Iowa, tons of pork shoulder and ham are delivered daily. The process begins with separating the bones and meat, which are then ground into large batches, each batch weighing up to 8,000 pounds. To ensure safety and quality, the mixture is processed in a vacuum environment to eliminate air, preventing spoilage and moisture loss. Next, ingredients such as salt, sugar, and sodium nitrite are added to create flavor and color. A special step is using metal detectors to ensure no foreign particles are present. Afterward, the meat mixture is placed into cans, sealed, and cooked inside the cans. The high-pressure cooking technology allows 66,000 cans of Spam to be processed at once, ensuring every can meets the highest food safety standards. Spam isn't just a food product, it's a cultural symbol in many parts of the world. In Hawaii, Spam is considered an essential part of daily life. The people of Hawaii consume about 7 million cans of Spam every year, with Spam musubi, fried Spam combined with rice, becoming an iconic dish. Hawaii's love for Spam is further displayed through the Waikiki Spam Jam Festival, where thousands gather to enjoy Spam dishes and participate in cultural activities. In Guam, the affection for Spam is even stronger. On average, each person in Guam consumes about 16 cans of Spam annually, the highest rate in the world. Here, Spam is often served with rice, eggs, and vegetables, becoming an integral part of local cuisine. Have you tried Spam yet? If you like its unique taste, press 1 to share your feelings. If you don't like it, press 0 and tell us why. Spam has continued to evolve over the years, offering different varieties and flavors to meet the tastes of consumers. Today, Spam is available in flavors such as teriyaki, bacon, and spicy, as well as less sodium versions for health-conscious individuals. With a new generation discovering Spam, it remains a versatile and beloved food product. Whether you're making a quick snack, a delicious dinner, or even a gourmet meal, Spam continues to be a convenient and comforting option for millions of people worldwide.
Anywhere in the world, from the bustling streets of Tokyo to dorm rooms in London, ramen noodles have become one of the most beloved foods on the planet. With just a small packet of noodles, some boiling water, and a few minutes, a hot and satisfying meal is ready to enjoy. This popularity is not just a trend. It's a testament to a product that blends modern technology, convenience, and a passion for food. According to the World Instant Noodles Association, WINA, over 116 billion packets of instant noodles were consumed in 2022. That's about 320 million packets every day. What makes this dish so universally loved? The answer lies in the remarkable creativity and meticulous production process behind every strand of ramen. If you find the story of ramen fascinating and want to learn more, comment, "I'm interested." Let's go back to 1958, when Japan was recovering from World War II. At the time, the country faced severe food shortages. Momofuku Ando, a Japanese entrepreneur, witnessed people lining up for hours just to buy a bowl of fresh ramen. His compassion and determination to bring convenience to people's lives drove him to find a new solution. In a small warehouse in Osaka, Ando spent months experimenting. He discovered that if noodles were flash-fried in oil, the water inside would evaporate, creating tiny holes. When hot water was added, these holes would quickly absorb the liquid, returning the noodles to a soft, freshly cooked state. The result was the birth of the world's first instant noodles, chicken ramen, on August 25, 1958. But Ando didn't stop there. In 1971, he revolutionized the food industry once again with cup noodles, the first noodles packaged in a cup, requiring only hot water for a complete meal. This idea not only changed how Japanese people ate, but also spread across the globe. Today, the production of ramen noodles has been fully modernized, with massive factories operating around the clock to meet the demands of billions of consumers. Let's take a closer look at the steps involved in crafting these familiar noodles. Ramen noodles are made from basic ingredients, with wheat flour being the most essential, combined with starch, salt, and additives to enhance texture and flavor. Large sacks of flour are sourced from the world's leading wheat fields, ensuring consistent quality for every batch. In a modern Japanese factory, tons of flour are fed into massive industrial mixers every hour. The ingredients are measured down to the gram and mixed with water to form a smooth dough. This dough is then transferred to large holding tanks to rest for about 30 minutes. This resting phase is crucial, as it allows the gluten to develop, giving the noodles their signature elasticity. After the dough has rested, it is fed through a rolling system to create uniformly thin sheets, approximately 1 millimeter thick. These sheets are then cut into thin strands using specialized cutters. At this stage, the noodles can be shaped into different forms, such as wavy or straight, depending on the product specifications. At the Nissan factory in Tokyo, up to 2,000 strands of noodles are produced every minute with absolute precision. The noodles are then moved to the steaming stage. The cut noodles are then steamed, where they are cooked using hot steam. This process not only preserves the noodles' elasticity, but also gelatinizes the starch, making them easy to rehydrate when boiled. Steaming typically takes about 2 to 3 minutes, just enough to achieve the perfect texture. This is one of the most critical stages in ramen production, determining the shelf life and characteristics of the product. The noodles are fried in hot oil at around 284 to 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 to 2 minutes. This method makes the noodles crispy and easier to store, while also creating tiny holes that allow them to absorb water quickly during preparation. However, to meet the demand for healthier eating, some noodles are air-dried at 176 to 194 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 to 60 minutes instead of being fried. Seasoning packets are prepared separately in a dedicated area. Ingredients like soup powder, dried vegetables, and spices are precisely measured and packed by automated machines. These packets are combined with cooled noodles, and both are packed into plastic bags, foam cups, or paper boxes. Every batch of ramen undergoes strict quality control before leaving the factory. The quality control team measures the product's moisture content, texture, and flavor. Microbiological tests are also conducted to ensure that the product is entirely safe for consumers. Products that fail to meet the standards are immediately discarded, ensuring that only the finest packs of noodles reach the customers. Instant noodles are not just a food item, but a symbol of convenience and innovation. During natural disasters such as earthquakes or floods, ramen noodles often serve as a vital source of relief food. They are easy to transport, have a long shelf life, and can quickly provide nutrition to millions of people. According to the World Instant Noodles Association, WINA, ramen noodles are also seen as a potential solution to combat global hunger. Their low production costs, long shelf life, and efficient manufacturing process have made them an essential part of modern life. From a humble innovation in a small warehouse in Osaka in 1958, ramen has grown into a multi-billion-dollar global industry. Modern production processes not only bring convenience, but also exemplify the relentless advancement of food technology. Today, as you enjoy a steaming bowl of ramen, remember that behind every strand of noodle lies an inspiring story of passion, creativity, and innovation. Ramen is not just a dish, it's a symbol of life's wonders.
Did you know that Dunkin' Donuts produces over 2 billion donuts every year? That's a number large enough to circle the globe several times. But have you ever wondered how each perfect donut is made? From the sweet glaze-covered donuts to the mouth-watering Boston cream and jelly-filled ones, let's explore the magical production process behind each Dunkin' Donut you love. Hello, my friend from Mason. A cup of water in the morning is great for your health. So fill up a cup of water and join me in watching the whole video. Every story begins with a dream, and Dunkin' Donuts is no exception. In 1948, in Quincy, Massachusetts, a man named William Rosenberg opened the first store called Kettle, with the goal of serving coffee and pastries to hard-working laborers. Although the name wasn't very impressive at first, Rosenberg's dream laid the foundation for the world's largest donut empire. At first, Rosenberg didn't expect to create a global donut empire. His goal was simply to provide snacks, particularly coffee and donuts, to workers in the factories. Although some of his early experiments were not very successful, in 1950 he renamed the store to Dunkin' Donuts, a name far more memorable than Kettle. This was the turning point that introduced Dunkin' Donuts to millions of customers around the world. One of the factors that turned Dunkin' Donuts into a phenomenon was Rosenberg's creative marketing strategy. He realized that in order to sell donuts, people needed to see them. So he created display cases with dozens of different types of donuts, making it impossible for customers to resist buying one. In fact, today, Dunkin' still maintains these display cases in its stores around the world. Let's imagine, every day Dunkin' Donuts produces millions of donuts from simple ingredients like flour, sugar, yeast, milk, eggs, butter, and water. Though the ingredients are very simple, it's the clever and meticulous combination in the production process that creates the special flavor, making people love each piece of donut. The donut-making process at Dunkin' starts with using high-gluten flour. This type of flour creates a firm structure for the donut, giving it the characteristic chewiness and smoothness. Sugar not only sweetens the donut, but also aids the yeast in the fermentation process, creating a light, airy structure for the donut. Butter and milk are added to soften the donut and add richness, making each bite fresh and melt in your mouth. These ingredients are then placed into modern industrial mixers, where each batch of dough is mixed thoroughly, achieving perfect accuracy in temperature and timing. Each dough batch must reach the perfect temperature for the yeast to rise correctly without ruining the donut. This attention to detail ensures that Dunkin' Donuts maintains consistent quality, no matter where you enjoy a donut in the world. Next comes the process of cutting the dough into donut shapes. To ensure all donuts are uniform in size and shape, Dunkin' Donuts uses modern industrial cutters. Each donut has a hole in the center, and the leftover dough from the hole is used to make the famous Munchkins. Did you know that Munchkins were initially just a way for Dunkin' to make use of the leftover dough? But they became a beloved treat in their own right, creating another mini legend. The frying process is a critical step in creating the perfect donut. Dunkin' uses large industrial fryers where the donuts are fried in vegetable oil at around 365 degrees Fahrenheit. Each donut is fried for about 60 to 90 seconds per side. This frying time is crucial. If fried too long, the donut will be burnt and dry. But if not long enough, the donut won't cook evenly and will be soggy. Once the donuts have cooled, it's time for Dunkin' to perform one of the most important steps: glazing. Dunkin' has a fantastic automated system that dips each donut into sweet glaze tubs. The glaze creates a glossy coating, adding extra sweetness to the donut. Besides the traditional glaze, Dunkin' also creates a variety of toppings, from chocolate cream to powdered sugar, nuts, and even fruit fillings. Finally, each donut must undergo a strict quality check. Workers inspect each donut, checking the size, color, and filling coverage. Donuts that do not meet the standards are removed from the line, ensuring that only the perfect ones reach the consumer. Depending on the flavor and type of donut, workers skillfully add each topping, from the sweet pink sugar coating on strawberry donuts to the smooth dark chocolate on chocolate donuts, creating a unique and distinctive character for each type. Each donut becomes a perfect work of art, not only through its shape but also through the unique taste, allowing the eater to feel the meticulous effort put into it by the bakers. Which flavor do you like the most in the video? Press S if you're a chocolate fan, press C if you're a strawberry donut fan. Today, Dunkin' Donuts has become an indispensable brand in the lives of millions. With over 12,000 stores globally and serving more than 3 million customers daily, Dunkin' is not just a donut brand, but also a symbol of conversations over coffee, busy mornings, and sweet moments in life. More than 3 billion bags of Lay's chips are consumed annually, worldwide. This is equivalent to 95 bags per second to satisfy snack cravings everywhere. Every second, a bag of Lay's is placed into the hands of consumers, from home parties to lively sports events. This is no small number, enough to prove that Lay's chips have transcended being just an ordinary snack and have become a part of life, an international food pride. But the question is, how did this simple snack manage to conquer the world? Let's explore the amazing production process at the Lay's factory, where millions of pounds of potatoes are processed every day to create the crispy chips you love. Are you a fan of snacks? If yes, press 1. If not, press 2. I'd love to know if you are interested in the Lay's production process. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Lay's potatoes are not ordinary potatoes. To meet the highest quality standards, These potatoes must go through a strict selection and cultivation process at large farms across the United States. Every year, about 2 billion pounds of potatoes are delivered to the factory, enough to produce millions of bags of chips. These potatoes are grown and harvested during the summer and early fall, the ideal seasons for potatoes to develop best, achieving uniform size, free from blemishes and overly ripe spots. The potatoes must have uniform size, smooth skin, and be free of blemishes or green spots, which indicate solanine, a toxic substance. If a batch is found to have too many defective potatoes, it will be immediately rejected and not used in production. After being harvested and transported to the factory, the potatoes undergo a meticulous inspection process. Each batch is carefully examined by skilled technicians. From each truckload, thousands of pounds of potatoes are randomly selected and inspected one by one. Any defective potatoes are weighed separately, and if their number exceeds the allowed limit, the entire batch will be rejected. This is an important step to ensure that each potato meets the highest quality standards. Before the potatoes enter the production line, they must go through a very thorough cleaning process. All dirt, stones, and impurities are completely removed using modern machinery. You must have thought that cleanliness and safety are extremely important when eating potatoes, right? Did you know that every Lay's chip you enjoy goes through such a rigorous cleaning process? After passing the initial inspection, the potatoes are sent for peeling. Instead of using modern machinery as typically seen, some factories have workers manually peel the potatoes carefully and meticulously. While this process may take longer than using machines, it ensures that the potatoes are not damaged, and the skin is completely removed without harming the flesh inside. Each worker must ensure that every potato is processed precisely and consistently. This also creates a focused work environment, where each individual contributes to the final product's excellent quality. Once peeled, the potatoes are washed again to completely remove any remaining dirt and excess starch, ensuring that the slices don't stick together during frying. One of the most important factors in creating crispy and uniform potato chips is the slicer. Automatic slicers use sharp blades to slice the potatoes into even, thin slices. These slices will determine the crispiness and flavor of the final product. Companies like Lay's typically use high-precision slicers that cut each potato slice to about 1/20th inch thick. Slicing forms. The slicers can be adjusted to create different types of chips. Each slicing style is fine-tuned to ensure the characteristic crispness of Lay's. After being sliced, the potatoes are sent into large frying vats. This is the most crucial step, determining the crispiness and flavor of the chips. The potato slices are fried in hot oil at about 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 minutes. Throughout the frying process, each slice becomes crispy and appetizing, achieving the perfect golden color. High capacity. The frying vats can process up to 6,000 pounds of potatoes per hour, with millions of slices being fried every day to meet global demand. The frying oil is periodically replaced to ensure consistent quality and safety for consumers. After being fried crispy, the potato slices go through the seasoning process, where the magic of flavor happens. This is the crucial step that gives Lay's chips their signature taste, whether it's the sweet original, fresh sour cream and onion, or rich barbecue flavor. Each seasoning is carefully blended according to Lay's exclusive recipes, designed to create a unique flavor only Lay's can offer. To ensure the seasoning is evenly distributed on each chip, an automatic spraying system works precisely, gently, and consistently, like a skilled artist creating perfect works of art. Each bag of Lay's chips is not just a snack, but a flavorful journey, offering exciting and unforgettable experiences. Rest assured that when you enjoy Lay's chips, you'll taste the unique flavor and perfection only Lay's can provide. Finally, the potato chips are packed into specialized bags. Automatic packaging machines precisely measure the amount of chips in each bag and also check for any foreign contaminants or objects. If any metal objects are detected in the bag, a metal detector will immediately remove them. With a fully integrated process and advanced technology, Lay's factories can produce more than 300,000 bags of chips per day, which are then distributed to stores around the world. These bags of chips are not only available in supermarkets across the US, but are also exported to over 30 countries, from Asia to Europe, North America to South America. Each shipment is swift. The chips are delivered from the factory to consumers' hands in just a few days, ensuring freshness and exceptional quality. Thus, from the vast potato fields to the midday snacks, from the bags of chips to family gatherings and sports games, Lay's has won the hearts of millions of people around the world. With strict production processes, advanced technology, and unique flavors, Lay's potato chips are not just a snack, but an essential part of global culinary culture. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to give it a like. It will be a huge motivation for me to continue making more exciting videos in the future. Thank you so much.
One of the old-time greats.
Every year, the world consumes over 3 million tons of chocolate, which equates to 88 billion chocolate bars eaten annually, or about 2,800 bars per second. The chocolate industry alone generates a revenue of $50 billion each year, surpassing the GDP of some countries. Chocolate is not just a beloved treat, it is also a symbol of joy, creativity, and even luxury. Hello everyone, when you think of chocolate, you probably think of its irresistible, seductive flavor and sweetness. But what most people don't know is that creating every chocolate bar we love involves a fascinating and intricate journey. Today, let's explore the story behind this wonderful treat. A glass of water in the morning is great for your health, so let's get a cup of water and enjoy the video together. Once you're ready, we'll begin exploring the fascinating story of the cacao tree, the origin of the delicious chocolate you love. Chocolate comes from the cacao tree, a temperamental plant that only grows in special areas near the equator, where the temperature remains at 77 degrees Fahrenheit and humidity exceeds 80%. If these conditions aren't met, the cacao tree won't bear fruit. It's no surprise that about 70% of global cacao production comes from West Africa, with leading countries like Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Nigeria. However, cacao beans aren't only from Africa. Historically, the cacao tree originated in Central and South America, where the Maya and Aztec people first learned how to process the beans into a drink used in religious ceremonies. An average cacao tree stands about 13 to 26 feet tall and can produce 20 to 50 fruits each year. Each cacao pod contains 30 to 50 cacao beans, and it takes about 400 cacao beans to make 1 pound, 0.45 kilograms, of chocolate. Imagine the amount of work just to satisfy the world's sweet cravings. Harvesting cacao is no easy task. The cacao pods do not fall off the tree on their own, they must be carefully cut with a sharp knife. It's a manual job that requires skill and patience from workers. A worker can harvest hundreds of cacao pods a day, but it's a laborious task, especially under the sweltering heat of the tropics. For the cacao beans to develop their signature flavor, they must undergo an extremely important process, fermentation. The cacao beans, along with their white, sticky pulp, are placed in wooden boxes or large containers, covered with banana leaves, and left to ferment naturally for about 3 to 9 days. During this time, fermentation not only removes the pulp but also helps develop the characteristic flavor of cacao. After fermentation, the cacao beans are sun-dried for about 5 to 10 days, depending on the weather conditions. Once the cacao beans are fully dried, they are packaged and shipped to chocolate factories around the world. This is when modern technology takes over to transform the raw cacao beans into a finished product. At the factory, the cacao beans are carefully inspected by the quality control team. Each bean is cut in half to check its color and uniformity. Beans that don't meet the standards are immediately discarded. I couldn't resist my curiosity, so I decided to smell it and, well, you know, it has the natural chocolate scent, a light earthy aroma, and a subtle tanginess from the fermentation process. Yeah, I hope you can experience that too. Then, the cacao beans are roasted in large rotating ovens at temperatures ranging from 250 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on the type of chocolate being produced. This process not only creates the distinctive aroma but also activates hundreds of chemical compounds within the beans, contributing to the characteristic flavor of chocolate. After roasting, the cacao beans are crushed to extract the inner part called cacao nibs. These nibs are then ground into a thick, smooth mixture called chocolate liquor. Don't get confused, this is not the kind of liquor you can drink. To make cocoa powder, the cacao butter, the natural fat from the bean, is removed from this liquid mixture. The cacao butter is kept for later use in making chocolate, while the solid residue is finely ground into cocoa powder. To make chocolate, cocoa butter and chocolate liquor are mixed with ingredients such as sugar, milk powder, or vanilla, depending on the type of chocolate being produced. This process, called conching, helps the chocolate reach the perfect smoothness and flavor. Next, the chocolate undergoes a process called tempering. This is a slow heating and cooling process that adjusts the crystal structure of the cocoa butter, giving the chocolate a beautiful shine and perfect hardness. Every year, factories produce over 88 billion chocolate bars, with millions of tons of cocoa butter and cocoa powder consumed. This industry is not only a part of global food culture but also a significant part of the world economy, with a revenue of $50 billion annually. And if you are a fan of chocolate stories, you cannot forget Willy Wonka, the master of the magical chocolate factory, where the chocolates are not only delicious but also capable of bringing magic. Wonka's factory doesn't just make chocolate dreams come true, but it also draws countless people to the irresistible allure of those magical chocolate bars. Surely, you'd wish to be like Charlie, stepping into such a sweet and surprising world. Chocolate is not only a delicious treat but also has various useful applications in daily life. It contains antioxidants that help protect heart health and boost mood by stimulating the production of happiness hormones. Additionally, chocolate is used in beauty products like face masks to nourish the skin and fight aging. It's also a key ingredient in cooking and baking, adding richness to desserts. With its diverse benefits, chocolate remains a great choice for both health and enjoyment. What about you? The chocolate bar you're holding has traveled a long journey of thousands of miles, from humid tropical forests to modern factories before reaching your hands. If you have a chocolate bar with you, try it out and come back to comment and let me know what it tastes like after watching this video.
Today, we are going to explore one of the biggest secrets in the chocolate industry. Inside the Kit Kat factory, where 7 million Kit Kat bars are produced every day. Did you know that every second 116 Kit Kat bars are made to serve millions of people around the world? That's right, in just one day, the number of Kit Kats produced could circle the Earth. Are you curious how they achieve this? Stay tuned to this video to discover the entire process, from selecting each cocoa bean to the final packaging. We will dive deep into the factory where huge machines work tirelessly to create each Kit Kat bar you love. And believe me, this process is not just about making chocolate. There are many complex factors and details behind it that you've probably never heard of. Before we start, let me know how you're feeling today. If you're feeling good, press 1. If you're not feeling well, press 0. I always care about your health while watching my videos, so don't forget to check on yourself regularly. So, are you ready? Let's explore inside the Kit Kat factory. How 7 million Kit Kat bars are made every day. Before diving into the production process, let's rewind a bit to understand the origin of Kit Kat. The name Kit Kat first appeared in 1935, in York, England, created by Rowntree's Chocolate Crisp. Initially, the Kit Kat bar was marketed as a convenient snack for light meals, and it quickly became one of the most popular snacks globally. In 1988, Nestlé acquired Rowntree, and since then, Kit Kat has continued to thrive under this brand. Currently, Kit Kat is produced in over 20 factories around the world, from Japan and Australia to Brazil, and each factory can produce millions of Kit Kat bars every day. To make a Kit Kat bar, the most important ingredient is chocolate. The primary ingredients used in making the chocolate for Kit Kat are cocoa beans, sugar, and milk. Cocoa beans are sourced from large plantations in West Africa, particularly from Ivory Coast and Ghana, where the climate is ideal for growing this crop. The cocoa beans are harvested and fermented for about 5-7 days before being sun-dried. They are then transported to Nestlé's chocolate factories. At the factory, the cocoa beans are roasted, ground, and mixed with sugar and milk to create the chocolate mixture. This is the most critical step because the quality of the chocolate will determine the flavor of the Kit Kat. The next process is called conching, where the chocolate mixture is refined for about 12-24 hours to achieve the perfect smoothness and flavor. This is a step that top chocolate manufacturers always focus on, as it makes a difference in every Kit Kat bar. Next, we come to the essential part of Kit Kat, the wafer layer. The wafers are made from flour, sugar, and other ingredients. These wafer sheets are precisely cut to the size of the Kit Kat bar and fed into the conveyor belt for chocolate coating. When the wafer layer is coated with chocolate, they are sent to a press machine to form complete Kit Kat bars. Each Kit Kat bar consists of 2 layers of wafer sandwiched between layers of chocolate, creating the perfect balance between the sweetness of chocolate and the crispness of the wafer. Finally, we come to the packaging process. The completed Kit Kat bars are fed into the packaging machines, where they are packaged in attractive and high-quality wrappers. At the factory, up to 600 Kit Kat bars are packaged and prepared for distribution every minute. This ensures that you always receive the freshest and most delicious Kit Kat bars when purchasing at stores. Finally, after being packaged, these Kit Kat bars are transported to supermarkets and stores worldwide. Did you know that Kit Kat is available in over 100 countries worldwide, from Japan to the USA? When you take a bite of Kit Kat, remember that millions of people have participated in the production process, from the farmers growing cocoa to the workers in the factory. We have explored the Kit Kat production process from start to finish. I hope you now have a clearer insight into how our favorite snack is created. And that's the production process of Kit Kat. If you found my video interesting, press the letter L. If you didn't like it, press the letter D. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos from Mason Production. Have you ever wondered how your favorite ice cream is made? From famous brands like Haagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's to other familiar names, the ice cream production process is not just about mixing ingredients together. Let's explore an exciting journey from ingredients to the final product. And don't forget that every ice cream stick carries the love and care of its makers. The exciting part is coming up soon, so get ready with a bit of relaxation space. A glass of water or a snack will help you prepare better. The ice cream production process starts with the freshest ingredients. Here, the cows are taken care of very well. They are bathed, massaged, given beer to drink, and even listen to music to relax. These things not only keep the cows healthy, but also produce the best quality fresh milk. Imagine the cows leisurely grazing in lush green fields. And did you know that this fresh milk will be the main ingredient in the sweet ice cream sticks you love? Take a sip of water and let's explore more about the ingredients. When the fresh milk is harvested, it is sent directly to the ice cream production factory. Here, the process begins. The fresh milk is quality checked before entering the production line. Then, it is poured into large mixing machines where it is combined with sugar, cream, and natural flavors. Did you know that each batch of ice cream can contain up to 1,000 liters of milk? After that, The mixture is heated to 160 degrees for 30 minutes to pasteurize it, killing bacteria and activating the stabilizers. The next homogenization process helps create the smooth and creamy texture that ice cream is known for. The mixture is then pressed through tiny gaps, making the fat particles uniform and smooth. Have you ever noticed how ice cream melts evenly on your tongue without separating? That's thanks to this step. Now, the mixture is ready to be frozen. Finally, the ice cream is poured into molds or containers of various shapes. This factory produces a wide variety of ice cream, like popsicles, tubs, cones, or even soft-serve ice cream. With modern technology, the factory can produce thousands of products every hour, from chocolate-covered ice cream bars to smooth coconut-flavored tubs. During this process, we can also see a dedicated team of workers who care for every small detail to ensure that the final product meets the highest quality standards. Just imagine the delightful feeling of seeing delicious, colorful ice cream sticks being produced right before your eyes. At the ice cream factory, quality is our top priority. Every product must go through many checks before hitting the market. We are committed to using natural ingredients and avoiding harmful chemicals. Moreover, to protect the environment, we use ice cream sticks with wooden handles. This is not only an eco-friendly choice, but also enhances your experience when enjoying the ice cream. Remember not to litter the ice cream sticks. Let's help protect the environment together. So we have explored the ice cream production process together, from ingredients to the final product. If you found this video useful and interesting, please give a like and subscribe to Mason Production. If you feel my video is good, press 1. If not, press 2. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Have you ever wondered how a piece of fresh beef is transformed into chewy, flavorful jerky that can last over 14 months without refrigeration? What's even more fascinating is that this snack isn't new. It has existed for thousands of years. But today, thanks to modern technology, the production of beef jerky not only retains its traditional taste, but also turns into an exciting industrial process. Let's join Mason Production to uncover this marvel right now. Before we dive in, grab a glass of water to enjoy during the video. If you've been sitting for a while, stand up and stretch for a few minutes to improve blood circulation. And don't forget to leave a comment about your favorite beef jerky flavor, spicy, sweet, or savory. Beef jerky isn't a modern invention. In fact, drying and preserving meat has been practiced for thousands of years when humans needed ways to store food for harsh conditions. In South America, indigenous people created charqui, made from llama and alpaca meat. This is actually the origin of the word jerky, as we know it today, although the pronunciation has evolved over time. Today, jerky isn't just made from beef. It's also crafted from chicken, fish, pork, and even plant-based versions for vegetarians. However, in this video, we'll focus on traditional beef jerky, a globally loved snack. The journey of beef jerky begins with lean, high-quality cuts of beef. Two of the most commonly used cuts are round steak. Taken from the back leg of the cow, this cut is low in fat and very firm. Flank steak. Located in the lower belly, it has long, smooth grains, making it ideal for drying. These cuts are chosen for their low fat content, which reduces spoilage risks and extends shelf life. Upon arrival at the facility, excess fat and connective tissue are meticulously removed. This step is crucial for preserving the meat and ensuring the jerky is tender and easy to chew. After cleaning, the beef is fed into specialized slicers. These machines function like shredders, equipped with razor-sharp, continuously lubricated blades to ensure the slices are even. The key factor here isn't the length or width, but the thickness. Each slice is typically cut to around 0.2 inches, just right for absorbing seasoning and drying evenly during processing. This is the step that determines the flavor of the jerky. The fresh slices of beef are placed into a giant rotating drum, where they're thoroughly mixed with spices and sauces. The marinade recipe can vary by brand, but typically includes dry spices, black pepper, chili powder, garlic, onion powder, and herbs like rosemary and thyme. Sauces, Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, or teriyaki sauce for a rich flavor. The marination process lasts about 1 hour, after which the beef is left to soak in the spices for an additional 24 hours. This allows the flavor to seep deep into the meat, giving jerky that irresistible taste. After marinating, the slices of beef are hung evenly on stainless steel rods, ensuring no pieces touch each other. These rods are then placed on movable racks, each rack holding around 240 pounds, 110 kilograms, of fresh meat. The racks are pushed into a smoking chamber where the real magic happens. Over the course of 8 hours, the beef is slowly cooked at a low temperature of 176 degrees Fahrenheit, 80 degrees Celsius. This process not only draws out moisture but also slowly cooks the meat, allowing it to become tender and flavorful. The type of wood used for smoking also plays a huge role in the flavor: applewood, hickory. These woods impart a mild, sweet flavor. Oak creates a stronger, bolder, barbecue-like flavor. By the end of the smoking process, the meat has lost 75% of its original weight, leaving behind aromatic, flavorful jerky. For traditional jerky, the flavor is complete after smoking. However, for commercial versions, this is the stage where additional special flavors are added. The jerky is left to cool completely before moving on to the packaging stage. The beef jerky is placed on a conveyor belt, where each piece is separated and automatically packaged. The packaging bags are not only vacuum sealed, but also pumped with dry nitrogen gas, which helps preserve freshness and prevents mold. Each bag also contains a small desiccant packet to ensure that the jerky remains crisp and doesn't lose texture. This is why you can store beef jerky for over 14 months without refrigeration. Thank you for watching the video. I'm sure you're a handsome guy or a charming girl. So if you love beef jerky, comment with a 1. And if you have ideas for a completely new topic, leave a comment to let me know. Also, feel free to share your favorite flavor of beef jerky. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Beef jerky is not only a delicious snack, but also a testament to creativity in culinary arts. From fresh beef slices to the final product, it's a perfect blend of science, art, and tradition. See you in the next video. Don't forget to drink water, stay healthy, and always be ready to discover new things with Mason Production. We're about to dive into the secrets behind the frozen pizzas you easily find in your local supermarkets. Have you ever wondered how a perfect frozen pizza is made from dough to being ready in a box? You'll be surprised to know that thousands of pizzas are produced every hour in modern automated factories. To truly understand this production process, we're going back to the beginning, from the raw ingredients, through the processing and packaging stages, until the product reaches consumers. But first, get ready for a mouth-watering journey, grab a glass of water, stretch out a bit, and let's explore the massive pizza production process. Let's get started. Pizza, a dish with a long history. Back in the 18th century in the bustling port city of Naples, Italy, pizza was a staple food for the working class. Initially, it was just thin bread with a drizzle of olive oil and garlic. But over time, people started adding tomatoes, cheese, and other toppings. This simple street food quickly spread worldwide. And now, from those humble beginnings, pizza has evolved into a massive global industry. In modern factories, fully automated processes are used to produce thousands of pizzas every day. But did you know each pizza goes through meticulous steps to make it to your dinner table? We start with the basics. To make a delicious pizza, the ingredients must be fresh and of high quality. The flour comes from wheat, grown on sprawling farms stretching miles across the American Midwest. After being harvested, it's transported to massive flour mills where the wheat is ground into fine flour, which is then sent to pizza production factories. Mozzarella cheese, an essential ingredient for a perfect pizza, is made from fresh milk. The milk comes from cows raised on farms in Wisconsin. These cows are well cared for to ensure a consistent yield of high-quality milk. Once harvested, the milk is immediately transported to cheese factories, where it's processed into delicious mozzarella, ready for pizza production. And don't forget about the tomatoes, a key component of the pizza sauce. These juicy tomatoes are harvested from farms in California, where the climate is ideal for growing them. After harvesting, they are quickly pressed and processed to retain their freshness before being transported to the pizza factories. Now, let's step inside the factory, a space where thousands of pizzas are made daily. First, the basic ingredients like flour, water, yeast, and a little olive oil are combined in giant mixers. These machines can mix hundreds of pounds of dough in just minutes, creating a smooth, uniform dough. After enough kneading, the dough is fed into dough sheeters to be flattened into thin pizza bases, ready for the next step. During the sheeting process, the dough is rolled out to a perfect thickness. Precision cutters then shape the dough into 12-inch round pizza bases. These dough rounds move along the conveyor belt to the topping station. This is the part everyone loves, adding toppings to the pizza. First, a layer of tomato sauce is spread evenly over the dough using an automatic sauce spreading machine. Each pizza is coated with a thick layer of sauce about 1 to 8 inch, ensuring that every bite is flavorful. Next comes the mozzarella cheese, which is shredded and sprinkled evenly over the entire surface of the pizza. These modern topping dispensing machines can spread up to 100 pounds of cheese per minute. Then, additional toppings like pepperoni, sausage, mushrooms, and bell peppers are added automatically and quickly. A finished pizza, can you imagine the aroma of tomato sauce and cheese blending in the air? The entire factory is filled with that delicious scent, making anyone feel hungry. The pizzas are placed on conveyor belts that lead to massive ovens. These ovens can bake up to 1,000 pizzas at a time at temperatures of around 475 degrees, 240 Fahrenheit. Each pizza spends about 8 to 10 minutes baking, allowing the crust to become crispy and the cheese to melt perfectly. In the cooling section, fans help bring the pizzas down to a safe temperature before they are packaged. The cooling process takes about 20 minutes, and during this time, we can see how the cheese sets beautifully on top of the sauce, making the pizza look even more appetizing. Once the pizzas are cooled, they move to the packaging line. Here, they are carefully placed into boxes. The boxes are printed with vibrant colors and eye-catching designs, making them stand out on supermarket shelves. Each box is labeled with details like weight, ingredients, and cooking instructions. Now the pizzas are ready to be shipped. From the factory, they travel by trucks, covering miles to reach your favorite grocery store, ensuring you always have a delicious pizza option waiting for you. Now that we've seen how pizzas are made, let's take a moment to taste one. I'm here with our taste testers to see how the factory pizza compares to fresh pizza from a local pizzeria. If you hate this video, please comment too, and I will take you to the hamburger production process. Thanks for watching. Have you ever wondered how a factory can produce millions of cakes every day? Yet each cake still maintains its perfect appearance and delightful flavor down to the finest detail? At Sweet Delights, one of the largest and most modern cake factories in the United States, millions of cakes are made every day, and each one is a work of art. Every day, Sweet Delights produces over millions of cakes, serving millions of consumers across the country. Let's step into the magical space of this factory, where modern technology and the dedication of its people blend together to create perfect cakes for us. This video might make you hungry, so be sure to have a snack ready before watching and enjoy it along the way. And if you're as interested in the cake production process at Sweet Delights as I am, please comment "interested." The atmosphere at Sweet Delights is never quiet. Before daylight even breaks, at 4:30 a.m., the factory comes to life. The sound of machines starting, the hum of conveyor belts whizzing by, and the sweet aroma of flour, sugar, and fresh butter filling the air signal the start of a busy workday. Sweet Delights is over 150,000 square feet, equivalent to 3 football fields, and is divided into different sections, from ingredient mixing areas to the giant ovens, cake cutting zones, and decoration stations. Over 10,000 workers and technicians operate continuously 24 hours a day to ensure that the products are never in shortage. The factory doesn't just produce traditional cakes, but also millions of different cakes, including mousse cakes, cheesecakes, sponge cakes, and many other types of pastries. Every day, Sweet Delights produces over 50 million cakes, a number that is overwhelming to anyone. At Sweet Delights, each cake is the result of a meticulous and strict ingredient selection process. Over 22,000 pounds of flour, 15,000 pounds of sugar, and 8,000 eggs are brought into the factory every day. These ingredients are not sourced from regular suppliers but are carefully selected from trusted sources across the United States, ensuring the highest quality. The dough mixer at Sweet Delights is one of the most remarkable machines. With a capacity of up to 1,500 pounds of flour per batch, it can mix ingredients in a very short amount of time while ensuring smoothness and consistency. The precise temperature and humidity sensors ensure that the dough mixture always meets the best quality standards. Every day, the factory consumes about 35,000 gallons of butter, ensuring that each cake is soft and delicious. In addition to its basic products, the factory also diversifies its range with colorful, eye-catching cakes, offering consumers a wider variety of choices. This not only meets different customer needs, but also enriches the overall experience. One of the most important components of Sweet Delights is the oven system. The factory has a series of enormous ovens, each capable of holding up to 2,500 cakes at once. The ovens are 100 feet long, 20 feet wide, and maintain a temperature of 356 degrees Fahrenheit. Automated sensor systems adjust the temperature and baking time, ensuring that each cake is baked evenly golden brown, and perfectly fluffy. Every day, these ovens work tirelessly to create over 30 million cakes. Once out of the oven, the cakes are transferred to an automatic cutting machine. This machine uses high-precision laser cutters that slice each cake into 3 or 4 even layers in just a few seconds. Every day, Sweet Delight's automatic cutter handles up to 40 million cake layers. These layers are then sent through conveyor belts and prepared for the next step, frosting. The frosting is the soul of each cake. At Sweet Delights, the buttercream is made from high-quality ingredients like unsalted butter, powdered sugar, and natural flavorings. High-capacity frosting mixers can produce up to 200 gallons of frosting per hour, enough to cover millions of cakes every day. The frosting is whipped to a smooth consistency, not too sweet but wonderfully rich, creating a soft, gentle layer on the surface of the cakes. Once the perfect buttercream layer is applied, it's time for the decoration step. The decorators at Sweet Delights are highly trained and use the most intricate decorating techniques. The artisans here do not just add simple patterns to the cake surface. They also create complex images like spiral designs, cartoon characters, and even full scenes on the surface of the cakes. Each decorated cake takes 10 to 15 minutes to complete, and every day this team decorates over 20 million cakes. Sweet Delights is not just a cake factory. It is a symbol of creativity, innovation, and commitment to quality. With modern technology, the dedication of its workers, and a passion for the craft, Sweet Delights continues to bring perfect cakes to consumers. Each cake is not just a product, but an experience, a part of the story that Sweet Delights wants to share with everyone. Thank you for watching the video exploring the cake production process at Sweet Delights. If you're fascinated by the technology and creativity involved in cake making, don't forget to leave a like and share this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more exciting videos. And if you have any questions about the production process or would like to share your thoughts, please leave a comment below the video. The average American uses over 100 rolls of toilet paper each year, a significant number that reflects the strong demand for this everyday product, which most of us rarely think about. However, behind each soft and convenient roll of toilet paper lies a complex manufacturing process filled with advanced technology. From remote forests to industrial factories, everything is carefully prepared to create a product we all rely on, but few are aware of the arduous journey it takes. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us again at Mason Production. Today we're in for an exciting journey. To better understand the toilet paper manufacturing process, we must start with the raw material, wood. Wood is gathered from trees that are cut down in forests, such as those in the Pacific Northwest of the US, which are vast and provide a large amount of raw material for the paper industry. The wood is collected using a special device called a timber harvester. This massive machine weighs 18 tons and can cut, strip bark, and saw tree trunks in less than a minute. Not all wood is used for toilet paper, however. Trees that are crooked, not straight, or have defects are selected because they cannot be used for higher-end products like furniture. Once the wood is harvested, it is transported to processing facilities to begin the first step, turning the wood into small chips. A machine called a wood chipper cuts the wood into evenly sized pieces. These wood chips are then placed into large cooking vats to remove the bark. This process helps clean the wood, retaining most of the trunk. However, cleaning is not easy. The wood undergoes a washing process and is thoroughly inspected to remove any impurities, especially metals like nails and screws that could damage the machinery later. After the wood is cleaned and shredded, it is placed in huge cooking vats, where it is heated and chemically processed for 2 to 3 hours. The wood contains about 50% moisture, and during this process, most of the moisture evaporates, converting the wood into pulp. Compounds like lignin, the glue that holds the wood fibers together, are removed, and the result is a pure cellulose mixture, which can easily be turned into paper. Each cooking batch can create 15 tons of usable pulp. However, it's not just wood. Recycled paper can also be used to produce toilet paper. The process of making paper from recycled sources is an important step in environmental protection. Used paper, after being sorted and processed through an automatic sorter, is sent into a huge washing system to remove impurities like plastic, cardboard, or non-recyclable debris. The machine can handle 400 tons of recycled paper per day, but this process is no simple task. After washing, the paper is bleached to remove ink and remaining impurities, producing pure pulp ready for the next manufacturing stage. Once the pulp is ready, the next step is to turn it into paper. A massive paper machine, up to 120 meters long, performs this task. The pulp is spread onto a large mesh where water is drawn out, leaving behind a layer of paper fibers that bond together. This process is quick, taking only about 7 seconds to complete one cycle. Next, the paper passes through rollers to remove excess water and increase the thickness of the paper. Afterward, the paper is sent through a drying and smoothing system to ensure its softness and smooth texture. Once the paper is finished, it moves to a machine called a toilet paper roll machine, which is about 80 meters long. Here, the paper is cut into rolls of varying sizes depending on market demands. During this process, each brand's distinctive patterns are printed on the paper. Micro-embossing technology is used to create small patterns on the surface of the paper, helping it to be softer, more absorbent, and easier to use. Each day, a production plant can make around 500,000 rolls of toilet paper. These rolls are then packaged into large batches and shipped to distributors. A crucial process in toilet paper production is quality control. Factories frequently check factors such as tensile strength, smoothness, moisture content, and thickness of the paper. The paper must be soft enough, but also durable enough to be easily used without tearing. These factors not only affect the quality of the paper, but can also impact consumer health. So each step of the process is carefully monitored. The toilet paper industry continues to grow rapidly, meeting the increasing demand from consumers. However, there are also many environmental issues associated with paper production. Although progress has been made in using recycled paper and developing eco-friendly toilet paper options, the amount of water and energy consumed during the production process remains a challenge that needs to be addressed. Toilet paper is not just a convenient product. It is also an essential part of daily life. Even though we may not always think about the manufacturing process, the journey from wood to roll is a complex and technological process. In a world that is increasingly concerned about environmental protection, the industry faces significant challenges, demanding continuous creativity and innovation for a more sustainable future. Once again, thank you for joining us in exploring the toilet paper production process. Don't forget to support this video with a like so we can continue creating more interesting content. See you in the next videos.
Do you know that each ounce of gold currently costs up to $2,600? An unbelievable figure. And when we talk about gold, we're not just mentioning a precious metal, but also luxury, power, and lasting value. Today, I'll take you on a journey to explore the process of transforming gold from deep within the earth into the shining bars that everyone dreams of owning. Are you ready? Press 1 if you think you already know all about this process, or press 2 if you feel incredibly curious and are ready to explore with me. First, let's take a step back to billions of years ago, when a massive meteor shower brought gold to Earth. Gold lay quietly deep underground for millions of years until people discovered its value. From the intense gold rushes in California to the major investments in modern mining technology today, gold has always been a symbol of wealth and power. Imagine you're one of the prospectors during the California gold rush. How would you feel discovering those first gold nuggets? If it were me, I'd immediately take it to a gold buying shop to sell for cash. Part of that money would go into my savings, while the rest would be donated to a homeless support fund, helping those less fortunate in life. Now, we're heading to the Nevada Gold Mine, one of the largest in the United States. Here, vast spaces, modern technology, and skilled workers create an impressive mining operation. When you arrive, you'll see the mine spread out like a massive pit in the desert. This mine has a diameter of about 260 feet and a depth of approximately 1,500 feet. Standing at the edge, looking down, you can feel both the grandeur of nature and the scale of human engineering. Does anyone here have a fear of heights? If so, don't forget to press 3. The skilled team of engineers, equipped with high-level expertise, has meticulously prepared to conduct controlled detonations in search of gold beneath the ground. Using specialized equipment and adhering strictly to safety protocols, they ensure that each step is executed precisely, minimizing risks to both people and the surrounding environment. This method not only requires experience but also demands careful calculations to optimize results, hoping to uncover potential gold deposits and deliver substantial value. In addition, other engineers must use modern detection technology to determine the location of gold, because gold is not exposed but often hidden in rocks deep below. In the past, people relied on basic tools and luck to find gold, but now, massive electromagnetic systems detect gold even hundreds of feet underground. In Nevada, this device acts like a large metal detector, identifying even the smallest gold fragments from hundreds of feet below the surface. Can you guess? Only 1 in every 1,000 searches leads to a real gold discovery. That's not a small number. But once a mining company finds gold, they're willing to invest all the time and resources necessary to extract it. Once the gold ore is found, workers begin mining it. Huge blocks of ore are crushed into powder using a mill with large steel balls that grind each rock into dust. Here, thousands of tons of ore are processed every day. To produce a single 55-pound gold bar, about 9,000 tons of rock must be crushed. It's hard to believe, right? This scale and complexity are what give gold its high value. Next, the powdered ore is mixed with water to form a slurry, and this is where chemistry comes into play. A small amount of cyanide solution is added to the mixture, a substance that can dissolve gold but is controlled in extremely safe concentrations. Then, pieces of carbon are added to capture the gold from the solution. Finally, the gold mixture undergoes electrolysis, where an electric current pulls gold molecules to the cathode, forming thin layers of gold. This electrolysis process runs continuously, and I bet many of you think this is quite an interesting technique, right? Press C if you're surprised by this step. Once the bars are formed and have cooled to a solid state, they undergo a series of rigorous inspections. Quality control teams assess each bar for factors like purity, weight accuracy, and any surface imperfections that may affect its market value. After passing inspection, each bar is stamped with a unique serial number and hallmark, indicating its purity level, often 99.99%, and the manufacturer's certification. This attention to detail ensures that every gold bar not only meets but exceeds the stringent quality standards required in the industry. After packaging for protection, the bars are transported securely to banks, retailers, or investors who can be confident in the value, purity, and authenticity of these certified assets. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York in Manhattan. This vault lies deep underground with extremely strict security systems. Did you know that an estimated 190,000 tons of gold have been mined throughout history, and a significant portion of that gold is stored here? Imagine this: armored trucks filled with gold driving through the narrow streets of New York, entering protected tunnels where priceless wealth is hidden away. If you had a chance to enter this vault and stand among thousands of gold bars, how would you feel? Comment and share your thoughts. Finally, the gold bars are polished and stamped to certify their purity. Each 55-pound bar is worth over $1 million, and the entire process, from mining to refining to transport, is carried out with high security and attention to every detail. Right now, gold prices are at $2,600 per ounce and are expected to possibly rise even higher. The journey of gold from the earth to the hands of buyers is not just an industrial process, but also part of human history, symbolizing aspiration and dreams. Thank you for joining Mason Production on this journey. Don't forget to like, share the video, and comment below with what you've learned from this journey. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the next exciting adventures. See you next time.